Hi and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. If you've been watching these for the last few weeks, then you'll know that I've been looking at stories in a book about a prophet called Daniel. He lived thousands of years ago, and we've had some really exciting stories about lions, about fire. We've had some impossible stories about knowing the dreams of another person and explaining what those dreams meant to an all-powerful king. Now, the last part of this book in the Bible is completely different. Basically, having proved himself through all those other stories, Daniel now turns to record a number of visions that he himself had and shares the meanings of them as much as God has shared with him. They're visions of the future and messages about things that will happen. But unlike much of the Bible, these are visions of things that still haven't happened even today. You see, Daniel had visions that God told him were about the very end of the world. They talked about times when, I guess just as I believe that God created the world, God ends the world as we know it and recreates it back into the perfect place that it was originally. Along with that, it talks about how kingdoms will rise and fall. It talks about people like you and me, and how everyone who has ever lived will be judged by their actions and their faith in God. Some of it can read in quite a scary way. And other parts of it are really beautiful and encouraging. Now, I'm sure you'll know that through the years many people have tried to predict when the end of the world will come. I had a quick look on Wikipedia a few minutes ago. It lists nearly 180 past dates that different people have predicted. And there's still another 20 dates currently predicted on there in the future. Some in just a few years' time, others millions of years away. Well, the good news is I'm not here with any kind of prediction. I find the Bible to be quite clear when it says that no one will know when it's going to be, so I don't see a point in worrying about it. Rather, I look at these different visions and messages to be things to encourage me. Let me explain a little bit. The general gist of them is that things will get bad, but in the midst of it all, God remains in control and will ultimately bring all that bad stuff to an end. It seems to me you only need to take a quick look around us in this world to see bad stuff happening. Some of the things we see in the past and some of the things we see today are really sad and really difficult to comprehend how man can do that to man. We could look at the Holocaust. We could look at the wars currently being fought. I saw a video from the charity Save the Children just a few days ago. Babies and children suffering because of the actions and the conflicts happening, all driven by others. Those kids didn't ask for that. They didn't deserve to live through it, yet it will impact on them in devastating ways. So, when the Bible talks about things being bad in the world, I don't think it's wrong. For me, though, the encouragement is knowing that no matter how bad things get, my belief is that God will ultimately sort it out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but God will get there. God will sort it. And that, for me, is a source of comfort, a source of hope for the future. And I also said earlier that it talks about judgment and how God will look at the faith that people have in him or not. The reason that we exist as a church is to bring the messages of hope and peace and salvation from God and share them with anyone who wants to listen and find out more. That might be you, it might not. I don't know. But if you do want to find out more, then we love to share what it is that we believe God has done for us. We love to share our stories. We love to share our belief in what Jesus did when he came to this earth and how he died on a cross in order to clear the way for us to get to know God again and get through all the bad stuff and break through, I guess, to all that beautiful stuff at the end. Happy to give you a copy of the Bible if you live close enough to us and you don't have a copy. Just nip onto our website, let us know, or call round, and we'd be happy to drop one round or give you a copy. Whatever and however we can help as a church, whatever questions you might have, we'd love to talk with you. We want to be here for you. Just remember that we believe God really does ultimately have everything in hand, and that and I think that is encouraging for all of us who have faith in him. God bless you. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.